Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. These are exciting times. My daughter is graduating high school. First thing I want to do is I want to attach my burlap to the wireframe. I'm using the 12-inch wireframe I picked up from Dollar Tree. The burlap I'm using, I did purchase from Walmart. It's the 18-inch by 15 feet burlap roll. I gather up the end of the burlap and I kind of scrunch it in my hand, and I'm going to zip tie that to the wire frame. Now I'm just going to trim off the excess burlap. I did attach the burlap to one of the crossbars. Next, I'm going to measure out 10 inches of the burlap and I'm going to scrunch it in my hand. I'm going to grab a pipe cleaner and I'm going to attach it to the wire frame on those two middle bars. I'm basically creating 10-inch poofs. So here again, measuring out 10 inches, keeping it in my hand, I'm getting a pipe cleaner and I'm going to attach it to the two middle bars of the wreath. I'm going underneath the wire frame and coming up. There's a reason why I'm doing this, because I do want to add some ribbons afterward. I'm just going to keep measuring out 10 inches and adding them to the wreath frame. And I'll do this until I make my way all the way around the frame. I ran out of the roll that I had, so I had to open up a new roll, and I'm just doing the exact same thing. I'm just zip tying it to the frame to get it started. Okay folks, now I'm going to go back through and I'm going to fluff out my poofs. The excess burlap that I had that I trimmed off from the roll, I'm just going to zip tie that to the back of the frame and trim off the extra. I picked this sign up, it's a felt sign actually, from the Dollar Tree. I thought it was adorable because it's a graduation cap. So what I'm going to do is add cable mounts to the back of the cap. The cable mounts do have an adhesive side, however I like to just glue them down. I just want to make sure it's not going to come off. Now I'm going to slide my pipe cleaners through the cable mounts. This is where I was counting how many pipe cleaners I did use, because I didn't count it as I was going. So now I'm going to measure out my ribbon tails. I'm going to do 12-inch tails, and now I know I need 10 of them. This is not the school colors for her high school, however, she does love black and white together. Next, it's time to dovetail the ribbon tails. I usually just take them 2 at a time, fold them in, and cut at a slant. Okay folks, now that I have my ribbon tails prepped and ready to go, I'm going to place them into the wreath. I'm just taking 1 ribbon tail per pipe cleaner. I just pinch it in the middle and twist tie it into the pipe cleaner. I do have them going sideways, coming out of the wreath, because I want it to look like it's bursting out. I like to do things in layers. Like I put the burlap on the frame first, then I'll go back through and, pull out my poofs. Then I'll go back through and do the ribbon tails. I just do layer after layer. Okay, now that I have all the ribbon tails in, I'm looking for placement for the sign. So I'm just going to feed it down until I get to the wire frame. I do want this to sit on top of the wreath. I do not want to pull it all the way into it. Now I'm going to twist tie it off in the back and poke the pipe cleaners down back into the burlap. Now I'm going to go back through and trim up my pipe cleaners. Now that I have them trimmed up, I'm just going to fold them back down into the burlap. Okay folks, now I'm going to make a hand-tied bow. Start off with a 10-inch tail. I'm going to pinch it, twist it, loop it around, but before I do that, I'm going to measure out a 12-inch piece. The reason why I'm measuring out a 12-inch piece is because I want 6-inch loops. Bring the loop around and I'm pinching it and I'm going to hold it in between my two fingers. Now I'm going in with the next loop. I'm going to twist it, get the pretty side up, measure out 12 inches, and then pull it back around. And I'm going to meet it back where my fingers are and pinch it down into my fingers. So again, I'm twisting it in the back. I'm going to measure out 12 inches, bring it back around, make sure the pretty side is up, and I'm going to pinch it and put it in between my index finger and my thumb. I had to grab another roll of this because what I was using there was left over from another project. So now I'm going to repeat. I'm just making a 6-inch loop. I'm pinching it, but I'm starting in the back. You could start on top of the bow or the back of the bow. It's just preference. There really is nothing to making a bow. My best advice is to just practice. You just loop, pinch, and twist. That's all there is to making a bow. Now here, I'm putting a zip tie in the middle, but before I crank that zip tie all the way down, I'm going to add a pipe cleaner. This way I have a way of attaching it to the wreath. I like to use zip ties when making a bow because you can crank it down so tight and it just makes the loops pop up. Now here I'm breaking the bow. I'm just moving and twisting. I'm just moving it around, making sure that my tails are facing the right way, making sure I have some going up, some going down, just getting the bow exactly the way I want it. They also call this breaking the bow. Next, I'm going to trim up my ribbon tails. I am going to dovetail all my tails. Just fold it in half and cut it aslant. Now it's time to add that bow. I'm just going to feed the pipe cleaners down through the burlap until I make it to the frame. Now I'm going to twist tie it off in the back, and again, just like the sign, I'm not going to pull it down into the wreath. I do want it to kind of sit on top of the burlap. Now I'm going to trim up the pipe cleaner and tuck it back into that burlap. I thought this tail was a little too long, so I trimmed it up. Okay folks, this is my completed project. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Also, a big congratulations to my little Tater Tot.